Siddharth, does the Aam Aadmi Party support this?
Yeah, well, Deepthi, pardon my sore throat today, having been in one of the 65,000 Mandal meetings day long. Sore throat means that
You're forgetting the Delhi ka pollution, no? That has made all of us sick. Delhi ka pollution, mat bhulna.
नहीं पूरे दिल्ली का नहीं, मैं रोहतक में था कल. Anyway, let's not get into that. So I'll try to be very brief, and I'll not try to spar with anyone today, especially with Rakesh ji around. He's a senior person. The simple fact, Deepthi, is that if I buy a vehicle, even if it is on loan, I have to fuel it daily with my own pocket. I think those who say India has a population fail to see people as human resource, and those who see people as human resource ensure that universal education, universal healthcare, universal electricity, and universal water is given to them free, like Aam Aadmi Party is doing in Delhi, or like decreasing crime rate and increasing MSP to farmers, like Aam Aadmi Party is doing in Punjab.
No,
Exactly
Siddharth, much like your good friends Rahul Gandhi, Mamta Banerjee, are you scared of mentioning the Hindu word, the HINDU word?
Yeah, I'll come to that. I've heard your question. I'll answer to that. That's where a context is required. The context is that exactly why Aam Aadmi Party premier educators like Mr. Awadh Oja sir chose AAP to help bring a universal good global best practices. Or when Modi ji's own Raghuram Rajan endorses publicly a book called Delhi Model, saying it provides a template for education. Exactly why Arvind Kejriwal model is human centric and not Man Ki Baat centric. I think when you are saying about numbers here, whatever numbers are true or untrue, because everyone is right now quoting numbers that comparatively a number of a community might be increasing or decreasing, but those numbers are from 2011, 2014 is 13 years down the line. We are a census due. These numbers can hold
Siddharth,
only when
Siddharth, I know this is a difficult position for you. You have a big election in Delhi. You have to, win that at any cost. Rohan and Patabi haven't spoken, Siddharth, but I'll just take 30 seconds to ask you one quick question before both these gentlemen come in. Now, does the Aam Aadmi Party believe the narrative that has been spread by the likes of Owaisi and others कि मुसलमान खतरे में है, या आपको लगता है कि हिंदू भी खतरे में हो सकते हैं?
I think the Constitution of India gives everyone a free right to speech. BJP's ecosystem that sees India's demographic dividend as mere numbers are cursed to an oxymoron of rising crime graph in India's capital, as well as storm-storming 80 crore rations being given free. And both are admissions of abject failure. India has a wonderful existing demographic dividend in a superb car called We the People. BJP should first start running it by fueling it with education, health, employment, and refrain from sermonizing people.
Okay,
BJP
so
should
now
realize that
Siddharth,
first
if your Delhi election speech is done, I will now get in both Rohan and Patabi here. I know Delhi वाले हैं ना, तो दिल से सब दिल्ली की बातें निकलती हैं. But Siddharth, you will have to face this issue sooner or later. But Rohan, where does the Congress today stand on this entire issue? The Congress again finds it difficult to accept the reality and these numbers, because when these numbers came out, a lot of people said, a lot of netas said these are lies, bunch of lies.
Dipti, I was listening to both sides of the conversation all this time. Before answering anything, I think family planning, how many kids one person's going to have, that's a decision in a family. That's mine and my wife's decision, right? It's not a political choice. It's not something we need to do it for any political ideology or anything. It's about us, how much we can sustain, what kind of values, what kind of upbringing we can provide our kids, so that our kids are best placed to see the, Mr. Sinha was talking about the future, right? The future is going to determine by what kind of preparation the kids today are going to have. So if my income level is going to not provide for 4 kids equally, why will I have 4 kids? Okay. I have the same problem here. 2 days back, the BJP leader of the opposition in Bengal, Mr. Sinha, was talking about Murshidabad and Malda. Let's take it there. He spoke. He put out a point about the cabinet minister in Bengal who said, "Hamare do, hum do, hamare char." He was saying that's wrong. So my point is that let's not go into that. Any educated person today, Dipti, you as of this is a channel debate where we're talking to educated people. We have to make sure that the world we leave for our kids, the resources they have, the education system, the values. When we have a country where we have 80 crore people who are on food and ration, how can they afford 3 kids? How can the government sustain it? As an income tax I'm paying my income taxes.
Okay.
I'm not getting the benefits on the taxes. My kids are going to suffer on that. My point is, if Mr. Mohan Bhagwat thinks that 3 kids are important,
Okay.
he should first practice that. He should tell Mr. Modi.
You're making this personal. No, see, Rohan, I was just about to say that you've put out a fantastic argument. I agree with it. Till you made this personal, you dragged in Narendra Modi himself. I mean, I don't think that's the best response to every question, Rohan. Let me get in.